Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask, Heidi. It is Thursday. It is the 6th day of July. It is International Kissing Day today. Should we do a little practicing? She's my wife, by the way. So I always have to make sure I say that in case somebody tunes in when I say something like that. And they go, wow, he's going to get fired.
Our dog would not like that very much.
It's weird. Our dog, when I try to kiss my wife, our dog goes crazy and she tries pushing me away. I don't know if she's jealous of you or jealous of me.
She's adorable.
I'm pretty sure she's jealous of Heidi. Today is also National Hand Roll Day. What is hand roll? Is that a thing you eat?
I have no idea.
National Hand Roll Day. And National Fried Chicken Day, which, I mean, couldn't that just be...
We know what that is.
Couldn't that be every day? Also, it is a Thursday, which means we have a Dear John letter, and I will tell you all about that coming up here in just a little bit. You can also chime into the Dear John letter at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's more important than ever to have a better credit card. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. America's fastest growing sport is what, Heidi? Do you know?
No.
Pickleball.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's taken a toll on its players' wrists and legs and shoulders. The healthcare system says that analysts say that injuries sustained from playing the game will cost Americans $377 million in healthcare costs.
Really?
About 10% of total unexpected medical costs, by the way. It's estimated that there will be around 67,000 emergency room visits, 366,000 outpatient visits, and 9,000 surgeries, all related to pickleball injuries this year. Around 60% of pickleball injuries are sprains and strains and fractures. 20% are contusions, abrasions, or internal injuries, and fewer than 10% are lacerations or dislocations. That is amazing to me. It's kind of like tennis, but on a smaller scale, and I'll probably have some people mad for saying it's kind of like tennis, because it's different than that, but you know what I'm talking about. Be careful.
I had no idea there were that many people playing that sport.
I know a lot of people that are. So be careful out there. Surveys and studies and such. Brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know a life-size version of Barbie's classic dream house is available for overnight stays?
I love that.
We did talk about this. The Malibu Dream House is listed on Airbnb for 2 one-night stays for up to 2 guests, July 21st and July 22nd. The listing, supposedly written by Ken, describes the house as a life-size toy pink mansion. It reads, "Welcome to my Kendom. While Barbie is away, she has handed over the keys to her Malibu dream home, and my room could be yours for the night."
Oh my
gosh. The house boasts an outdoor disco dance floor, a swimming pool, and a wardrobe full of Barbie and Ken-style outfits. Bookings start July 17th. Barbie arrives in theaters July 21st.
I love this so much.
We got another story about Barbie movie coming up here in just a bit. Heidi was telling me when we were talking about this, she goes, "Oh, we're going to that." I'm like, "Oh,
I cannot wait.
We are? Okay. Don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. We recently talked about the Barbie movie, and Warner Brothers' highly anticipated Barbie movie has been banned already in Vietnam. The film, I don't know, set to hit theaters July 21st. State media in Vietnam has announced they will not release the film due to a scene that includes a map using the 9-dash line. a set of line segments that represent China's territorial claims in the South China Sea, which Vietnam claims violates its sovereignty. The line is highly controversial. Anyway, so it's not something they said. It's something that was in the actual movie, apparently.
Interesting.
Vanna White is holding out for her own Wheel of Fortune. It reported earlier that she has, quote, lawyered up in an effort to get a raise to continue her run on Wheel of Fortune when Ryan Seacrest takes over as host next year. So, interesting there. And Kevin Costner's estranged wife says that she will vacate the mansion on one condition. She will vacate if Costner coughs up more money to guarantee she won't be left penniless. So, there you go. Their hearing is set for July the 12th. We'll see how that goes. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If that's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current one. Whether you're a fan of iPhones or Samsung, they both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Did you know that smiling is 70% more attractive than wearing makeup, Heidi? The good news is,
I did.
My beautiful bride over here hardly ever wears makeup. You don't have to.
I don't.
And I think that's awesome. And you are absolutely beautiful. And you smile a lot. Oh, look at that smile right there. It is. Ah, look at that smile. This is smiling makes you 70% more attractive than wearing makeup. But you know what? I'm still, just to be safe, I do both. I wear makeup and I smile. I don't really wear makeup, but I do smile quite a bit. The latest example of shrinkflation, you know what that is, right? Shrinkflation. Have you heard that?
No.
So shrinkflation, before I read the story, I make sure we all know what this is. Shrinkflation is where the cost of the item stays the same, but the item itself gets smaller.
Oh, yeah.
So the box might be, 10%, 15%, 20% smaller than it used to be. The price is the same. So you go to grab it and you go, oh, that's what it always has been. Good news, this didn't go up in price. Well, it didn't go up in price, but it went down in size. Shrinkflation.
Okay.
Understand?
I get it.
So in the latest example of shrinkflation, brewers in England are cutting the alcohol content, but not the price. Several of their most popular beers. Green King, a major UK brewer and pub chain, cut the alcohol content of their popular Old Speckled Hen Pale Ale to 4.8% from 5%. That still sounds like it's plenty. In March, they did this. The country's oldest brewer, Shepherd Name, slashed alcohol content of their Spitfire and Bishop Finger while keeping the sizes of their bottles and cans the same. Newspaper reported that they're calling this drinkflation. See? It mirrors shrinkflation, a practice of food producers and supermarkets reducing the size of their product without cutting the price. Oh, see, that's what I just told you. Under UK law, brewers pay less tax on drinks with lower alcohol content, so it saves them money two ways. Newspaper claimed that the companies pocket their savings rather than passing it on to consumers through lower prices. All right, I don't know about all that, but it's your scoop of the day. Comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To save money on insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. Do you have the best plan for you? Find out at InsuranceChicken.com. Let's face it, we don't even want insurance. We need it. But you don't need to overpay. Head over to InsuranceChicken.com to see your rates from several different companies. All available in one place at InsuranceChicken.com. The other guys have a gecko, a duck, and an emu. Why not a chicken? InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
And it's time right now for Dear John Letters.
Dear John.
All right, this is an interesting Dear John letter. Here we go. Dear John, I've been in a relationship with the same guy since we met in high school. We live together and have been together now for 15 years. He is a great guy, definitely husband material. I am not exactly a perfect girlfriend. I've cheated on him a few times, but we've worked it out and we're happy together. The problem is, every time we're intimate, I think about somebody else to stay interested. Lately, I've been thinking about a coworker, and now I'm worried. My partner knows nothing about it, but I'm worried that I'm about to blow up the relationship again. Am I subconsciously about to cheat again? Should I try to work things out? Should I go to a therapist? Should I talk to him about it? I don't want to mess up. What should I do? Signed, feeling guilty. Well,
Let him go. He deserves better.
yeah, and here's the thing that I would say. I think the fact that you care, the fact that this is bothering you, the fact that you know that there's something wrong tells me that you're not a terrible person completely, because it does bother you. So, because if you were a terrible, terrible person, it wouldn't bother you at all. You just do it and you wouldn't care. So one of the questions you had, should we work things out? Well, it kind of sounds like you've already worked things out and he's accepted the fact. But,
No.
But what I'm
he
saying,
doesn't know it's still going on.
But there's nothing now. It's just in her mind. She's not doing
I
anything.
don't care. That's not
I
okay.
understand. So the second question was, should I go to a therapist? I think the answer is yes. I think you should. I think you should go to a therapist on your own first and see if you can work through this. But I don't think it would be a bad idea for the two of you to maybe do something with a therapist together where you're talking about, is there a reason that in order for you to be in this, relationship, you have to dream about something else? If there is, I don't know if that's something that can be changed or not. You might find out that maybe we're not meant to be together. Maybe this isn't the right thing. But I think therapy could certainly help with that. You're rolling your eyes at me over here.
I feel bad for this guy.
I do too. I feel terrible for him. If he's accepted that, okay, you know what, you did this.
He's accepted that she's done it in the past.
I understand that.
He doesn't deserve somebody doing this to him for the rest of his life.
I agree.
And he needs to walk away.
This isn't him writing the letter. It's
she
her.
needs to move on and let him go.
Okay,
Because she clearly doesn't want to be with him.
Well, there's something about him that she does love because they've been together 15 years.
No.
Heidi has spoken.
No.
That was
Walk away.
Quickest Dear John letter ever.
Leave him alone.
So
he deserves better, and you're a horrible human being.
Well, again, I wouldn't say you're 100% horrible, because if you were, you wouldn't care. If she was a terrible, horrible person, she wouldn't care.
So you'd be okay if you found out
No.
that, say, this letter was from me.
No, I would not be okay with that. But what I'm saying is...
And I've cheated on you a few times,
No.
and now I'm only thinking about other people.
No, I'm not saying that it's okay.
No, it's not. It's not.
But here's what I am saying, Heidi. What I am saying is the fact that it bothers her, the fact that she's
a horrible
feeling guilty.
human being.
But I'm saying a truly horrible human being wouldn't care at all. They would do this. I'm serious. They wouldn't care at all. They would just do this and not even care. So again, the questions, I'm now worried. My partner knows nothing about it. Am I subconsciously about to cheat again? You're already subconsciously cheating. If you're imagining somebody else, you're already kind of cheating. Should I try to work things out? Should I go to a therapist? Yes, go to a therapist. Should I talk to him? I would talk to the therapist first, because how would you even have this discussion? How would you even, and if you were him, put yourself in his shoes. How would you feel to have somebody?
How would he feel if you told him this?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no
So
way.
I think you talk to a therapist
Leave
first.
the poor guy alone.
And try to work through this and get this fixed. I don't want to mess up. I'm glad to hear you don't want to mess up. What should I do? Again, talk to a therapist, because there's a reason that you're having these thoughts. There's a reason that, whatever is happening. And it does sound like you guys been together for a long time. 15 years. That's a long time. And she says in here, he's a great guy, husband material. 15 years together and they're not married. There's probably a reason. And this is
because he knows you're crazy.
Well, I'm saying there's probably a reason, and this maybe has something to do with it. So you're asking, should I see a therapist? Yeah, I think you should. I think you absolutely should. Again, I am not a therapist. I am a radio clown. That's right. I don't know. We do this not to answer questions like this. It's supposed to be funny stuff.
I'll be your therapist. Call me. I have a few things to say to you.
Send me funny letters next week. If you'd like to chime in, you can do it at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's more important than ever to have a better credit card. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The square dance is the official state dance in 24 states. Do you know how to square dance?
Really? I had to learn in PE.
So did I.
Yes,
Could you
I
do it today if you had to?
Probably, yes.
You think so? I don't know. We'll have to try it out later. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Prior to President Trump, the first president, George Washington, was the wealthiest ever president with more than $500 million in today's dollars.
Really?
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Elvis Presley's manager sold badges that said, "I hate Elvis." So in addition
that
to
makes sense.
profiting from Elvis, he was also profiting from people who didn't like Elvis. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Caffeine affects men more strongly than it does women.
Really?
Women metabolize caffeine about 25% faster.
Really?
Yeah. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Clouds cover about 60% of Earth at any given moment. So there's clouds all the time.
Interesting.
So there you go. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. It is considered bad etiquette to eat this in more than 5 bites. What is it? More than 5 bites.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
So you're supposed to do 5 bites or less when you eat a hot dog. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, if you eat it in more than 5 bites, that's bad etiquette.
Really?
Yeah, there you go. Mint Mobile question.
Where? In the
I don't
U.S.?
know, everywhere. By me, I made the rules, so no, I didn't really. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If that's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current one. Whether you're a fan of iPhones or Samsung, they both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. It is being called the world's hardest dish, and it probably is. A traditional stir-fry featuring stones as a key ingredient has sparked culinary curiosity on Chinese social media. Samplers are supposed to suck on a small rock to enjoy the dish's rich and spicy flavor. After sucking the flavors from the rock, you spit the rock out. Hence the names sudoyu, which means suck and dispose. Videos of people sampling sudoyu, which originated in the province of Hubei, have sprung up all over Chinese social media. Vendors pour chili oil onto pebbles sizzling on a grill. They sprinkle them with garlic sauce, then stir-fry everything with a mix of garlic cloves and diced peppers. Each portion costs about 16 yuan, which is like $2.30 in the U.S. So here's my question. What if you bite on one of those? Wouldn't it break your teeth?
You would think.
Yeah, you got to be really careful when you're eating this thing. All right. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
It's time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. I have a pretty good list of these, so we're going to start today. We'll probably end tomorrow or the next day. Canadian slang terms that confuse people that are not Canadian. Caesar. So most of the places, people think of that as a salad. It's a drink similar to a Bloody Mary in Canada, better because they use clamato juice rather than tomato, along with vodka, horseradish, Worcestershire, and celery salt. I probably said all of that wrong. Katie. It's short for Kraft Dinner. The classic mac and cheese in a box is KD. Hydro bill. While others call their electric bill, Canadians pay hydro bills. Comes from where many Canadians get their power, which is hydroelectric generators. And the last thing we'll get to on the list today, tobogganing. While countries might go sledding, Canadians prefer the term tobogganing. So there you go. I've got more of these really cool things that are said one way in one place and another way in another place. We'll get to those later on. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To save money on insurance at insurancechicken.com. Do you have the best plan for you? Find out at insurancechicken.com. Let's face it, we don't even want insurance. We need it. But you don't need to overpay. Head over to insurancechicken.com to see your rates from several different companies. All available in one place at insurancechicken.com. The other guys have a gecko, a duck, and an emu. Why not a chicken? Insurancechicken.com. That's insurancechicken.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Will Ferrell said this. He said, before you marry a person, you should first make them use a computer with slow internet to see who they really are.
I like Will Ferrell. Always have, always will.
His quote, that's a pretty good quote, and I agree with that completely. All right, quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news. I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Headline, Bald eagle adopts baby hawk in Northern California and raises it as its own. That's kind of cool.
Aww.
A bald eagle in Northern California spotted bringing a baby red-tailed hawk back to her nest where her eaglet was waiting. Many assumed the baby hawk would be lunch for the hungry eaglet. That's what you call an eagle that's a baby? An eaglet?
I guess.
It was instead tended to by the eagle as one of its own. Pictured below is Lola, the baby eagle, and Tuffy 2, the hawklet. Eaglet and hawklet. I didn't know that's what they were referred to.
I didn't either. That's adorable.
Photographer Jan Nichols captured the incredible moment and began making weekly trips to the nest. Her captures now show the bald eagle appears to be feeding and caring for the hawklet along with her own eaglet. Nicholas observed that the eaglet and hawklet seem to be developing a sibling-type bond that she said is similar to that between baby eagles and their eaglet siblings. So that's kind of a cool thing. There's a British Columbia-based eagle biologist, David Hannock, who has been examining this case. He has documented 3 other occurrences like this where an eagle will mistake prey for their own young and then nurture and feed it instead of eating it. But he said the sibling-type bond is unprecedented. So this is one of those things where in the past they've always done this where they didn't have another baby in the nest, and this one they actually have like a baby as well. So Tuesday, June 25th, Nicholas shared an update about some misinformation being spread about the eagle nest situation. He said there's a lot of articles about this hawk in the eagle's nest. The hawk is not being abused by the mother eagle. So apparently some people were saying that that's what happened. Like she started feeding the live hawk, but then they decided to keep it. It's like, no, that never happened. So if you'd like to set the record straight, I have a link to all of this information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.